Saturday morning, I'm here to practice speaking English by making video with 6 sectors, such as my Saturday routine, my work, quote, English songs, movie, and Facebook. In this, I share what I have studied totally. And before we get started, in advance, thank you all of my English teacher on YouTube. I couldn't ask for more. Okay, let's get started. Number 1 sector is about my Saturday routine. I've made video about what I did for weekend, which consists of 5. First, making breakfast in the weekend morning. For the first thing, I make a good meal, kind of stew, steamed or stir-fried dishes, which are very delicious and healthful. And then I do house chores, such as through vacuum cleaner, mopping, empty trash can, laundry, and clean bathroom. Next, I go to farm market to buy some vegetable, fruits, and fish or meat. On the other side, house supplier I ordered online. After that, eat out. I and my family go to a restaurant without exemption for weekend. And sometimes mother-in-law join us. She's leaving 20 minutes by bus. And my wife like buffet system because she have various food as she want, and by paying a fixed price. Finally, for weekend, I do go to mountain to keep in shape. And when I'm busy, I enjoy running because I can do exercise without any place, any time limitation. And one more thing, on 1st December, I have done making kimchi, so I elaborate on that. My recipe is divided into 4 steps. First, salting napa cabbage. Soak napa cabbage in brine. Rinse with water several times. Transport to the strainer and drip off. But it requires to manual work and time consuming, so I ordered online. And after 3-4 days, it's delivered door to door. So I just drip off. Second, making glutinous rice paste, which help fermentation. And first of all, it needs a broth. To make a broth, use dried fish, seafood, or some vegetable such as pollock, anchovy, kelp, radish, pear, apple, onion, large green onion, and cover all ingredients with water and simmer for 30 or 40 minutes and strain out. The broth is ready, and put the rice to boil. Boil for 40 or 50 minutes, and then glutinous rice paste is ready. Third, making kimchi seasoning, which is kind of sauce to mix salted napa cabbage. So use chili pepper powder, crushed garlic, ginger, salted anchovy, and shrimp, radish, cut thinly, and green mustard. One more thing, add the glutinous rice paste. Finally, mixing and placing. Mix the salted napa cabbage with seasoning and put the plastic container, which is stored in fridge for a long time. And number 2 section is about my work. I've been working as a career counselor, and sometimes I met a foreign worker, foreign job seeker. So it was beginning from writing in English about my task, such as jobs report. Each report to a quarterly summary about employment situation. Monthly news digest, where I take a look at some of the most interesting news related foreign worker, especially from ASEAN, Association Southeast Asian Nation, and work permit. It's a story about someone who wanna get food in the door at South Korea with non-professional skill. Let me give one example. What I made it about this sector was Filipino domestic helper job report in South Korea 2025, and updated news on management foreign work from Singapore and Vienna. And recently, what I made about this was the number of long-term resident alien. It topped its prior record in South Korea history, and the increase of foreign students is remarkable. And then number 3 section is about quote, which is referred to a well-known people's speech. So I just try to learn by heart. It consists of 3, such as Steve Jobs, Elon Musk, and Jeff Bezos. Let's see more detail. Jeff Bezos is about compromise. So Jeff said, I and my co-worker disagree. How would you resolve the conflict? If you value a relationship, you compromise. And compromise is a terrible way to reach an agreement. compromise as you're making decision mechanism is low energy, but it doesn't let the truth. So instead of the right thing is to get a tape measure, and Elon Musk it's about email paper system. So he said in the beginning, he said, I came to a conclusion if you can advance knowledge around the world and we can do things that expand our scale or scope of consciousness, and then you do better ask a right question and become enlightened. It's really only way forward. So after he dropped out of college, he did some stuff for internet, and at the time there was the important thing was the paper. At the time there was a creation of conglomeration of financial service, but it is difficult, so nobody was interested. So he focused on the work. He showed email paper system open to people. It's very simple. Anyone was interested, and he added, if you hadn't response to what people said, you would have never been successful. Finally, Steve Jobs' 3 story in the Stanford commencement. First story is about connect the dot. He said, you can't connect the dot looking forward. You can only connect the dot looking backward. And the second story is about love and loss. He said, if today is the last day of my life, or would I want what I about to do today? Whenever the answer has no too much in a row, I know I need to change something. So work is going to fill up a large part of your life, and to be truly confident is to love, is to do what you believe, is great work. And the only way to be great work is to love what you do. And you hasn't found yet, don't shudder, keep looking. And the third story is about death. He said that don't waste your life living someone else's life. Don't let other voice drown down your inner voice, and have a courage and follow your intuition, and you already know what you want to become. Okay, and In addition, there is others such as useful expression. I will try to keep in mind too. So there are three things such as economy and leadership and phrasal verb expression. Okay, let's see more detail. First, leadership. It's about leadership expression related. It's expression related leadership. What I keep in mind is that leader needs the gut to stand alone and looks ridiculous. What it's doing is simple. This is key. You must be easy to follow. Now, the first follow comes. He publicly showed to everyone to follow, and the leader embrace him as your equal. It's not about leadership. So 2 more comes and 3 more comes. If you got the momentum, this is your tipping point. And if you got the movement, as more people jump in, they won't be ridiculed. It's no risk anymore. They would be ridiculed for not joining. So the movement must be public, and the first follow, and there's no movement without first follow. First follow transform a lone nut into a leadership. If a leader is flint, a first follow is a spark that make a fire. And to make the best way to make a movement is to courageously follow and to show others how to follow. And if you had a lone nut doing something great, have a courage and to be the first person and stand up and join in. Second, it's about economy expression. What I keep in mind is that Intel best days since the 1980s helps drive Wall Street to more record. Wall Street rolled to more record on Wednesday as Intel and NVIDIA led the rally for technology stock after announcing a deal that include a $5 billion investment. S&P 500 rose 0.5% and was on track for a third straight winning week. And Nasdaq Composite, Dow Jones Industrial Average climbed 124 points or 0.3%, and Nasdaq Composite climbed 0.8%. All three set all-time high. And Intel soared 20.8%. for the best day since 1987. And after NVIDIA said it would buy $5 billion of chip makers stock, this is a part of collaboration where the pair will develop the product for data center and personal computer. And NVIDIA climbed 2.5%, and it was by far the strongest force lifting S&P 500 because it's Wall Street valuable company and reporting economy, reporting encouraging on economy sent the treasury yield climbing in the bond market. And meanwhile, on other side, fewer U.S. workers apply for unemployment benefit this week than expected. This indicated the pace of layoff slowly, and it was relief after prior data shows a disconcerting leap to a 4-year high. And nowadays, job market has slowed so much that the Federal Reserve cut on Wednesday their main interest rate, and this indicated also more cut may be on the way. So, Chairman Jerome Powell warned the Fed is in precarious position, maybe would change position quickly. This is because where the job market is slowing and inflation keep remaining stubbornly high, and the Fed is in charge of fixing both. They had only one tool to do so. One making interest rate hurt others, and expectations are high. The worst said the Fed keep more cut interest rate, and unexpected help sent stock market tumbling. And critics say stock price has already shot too much, too high, and more expensive, in part because heavy betting continue cut their interest rate, and the small stock of Wall Street led the way. They could be one of the most biggest beneficiary of easier interest rate. The Russell 2000 index rolled 2.5% to join bigger rival in setting all-time high. It topped its prior record. It was set in 2021. And finally, it's about Fraser-Bobb expression. So what I learned by heart is that I know it seems sudden, but I'm at a crossroad. I can stay comfortable and pursue a passion for environment science. I'll have to take a leap of faith and probably start at the entry level. And I'm ready to branch out, doing something meaningful. I just can't let this opportunity go. I'm ready to switch gear completely. One more thing. It's been overwhelming, but I was lucky to have such a strong supporting system. I've been leaning my sister a lot for practical advice. Plus, my saving act as a safety net while I get shuttered. And probably it's been so helpful. Bounce idea off you and get your perspective. Okay, and number 4 section is about my English song. Once a month, I got singing note by singing English song. I improve my speaking naturally. So it consists of 3: best song, my best song, musical song, and movie song. So I got some lyrics from each song. There are 12. Number 1, My Way of Frank Sinatra. And now the end is near, and so I face the final curtain. My friends, I'll say it clear, I'll state my case, of which I'm certain. I live a life that's full. I travel each and every highway, and much more than this, I did in my way. Number 2, Honesty, Billy Joel. If you're such a tenderness isn't hard to find, you can have the love you need to live. But you look for truthfulness, it might just as well be blind. It always seems so hard to give honesty. Number 3, Yesterday, when I was young, Glenn Campbell. Yesterday, when I was young, the taste of life sweet, like rain upon my tongue. I teach the life edge. It wrote a flush game, the way an evening bridge would teach candle flame. Number 4. Here's from musical song. Number 5 is This Is a Moment. This is the moment, this is the day, when I send all my doubt and demon on their way. Every endeavor I have made ever is coming into play here and now today. Number 5, a new life. A new life. What I wouldn't give to have a new life. One thing I have learned as I go through life, nothing is for free along the way. And number 5, lost in the darkness. Lost in the darkness, silence surrounds you. Once there was morning, now endless night. If I could reach you, I guide you and teach you to walk from the darkness back into la la. Okay. Number 6. Confrontation. It's over now. I know inside. No one will ever know the sorry tale of Edward Hyde. Those who die, no one must ever know. They see the tragedy, they not see my intent. The shadow of Hyde evil would kill forever. Those would kill forever good that I had meant. Am I a good man? Am I a madman? It's such a fine line between a good and... Okay, and number 7, transformation. 11/13. September 13, 11:56 p.m. I've started this alone, and I must finish it alone. I know I must use myself as the subject of experiment. No, there is no choice. I must put aside the fear. Inside, there's no place to hide. Now, here comes to this, one last final chance that I can only. Everything I fought for is at stake. Okay, and this is from movie song, and number 8. The movie is Frozen, and Into the Unknown. I can hear you, but I won't. I can hear you, but I won't. Some look of trouble, while others don't. There's a thousand reasons I should go about my day and ignore your whisper. I wish to go away. You're not a voice, you're just ringing in my ear. If I If I had, how do you, I'm black alcohol. I spoken for I feel. Okay, and number 9, show yourself. Every inch of me is trembling, but not from cold. Something's familiar, like a dream. Like a dream. I can reach, but not quite to hold. I can sense you there, like a friend I've always known. I'm arriving. I feel like I'm home. And number 10, the next right thing. I've seen the darkness before, but not like this. This is cold. This is empty. This is numb. The life I know is over. The light is out. I'm ready to succumb. I follow you around. I always have. If we go on a place I can find, the grief has your gravity, it pull me down. Okay, and 11, in the lost in the darkness, again you gone off on a deeper path than mine. I'm never behind, wondering if I should follow. You had to go, and those coaching sway fine. I probably catch up with you tomorrow. But it is what it seems like. But it is what it seems like. Growing apart. When did I become the one who's always chasing your heart? Okay, and final song is A Whole New World. I can show you the world, shining, shimmering, splendid. Tell me, princess, when did you last let your heart decide? Open your mind, take wonder by wonder, on the sides, over, side and under, on a magic carpet ride, a whole new world. Okay, and the 5 section is about movie. So I got 5, and I'll say some lines from each movie. So first, number 1, what are my favorite line from first movie, Terminator, is that in the beginning, it was beginning from voice. Sarah said, three human billions lives ending on August 29, 1997, the survival of nuclear fire called the Judgment Day. They lived only to face the nightmare against war. And computer was programmed by machine, Skynet, sent to Terminator back through time. Their mission, destroy a leader of human resistance, John Connor, my son. The first Terminator was set to strike at him strike at me when he still was born. In the 1984, it failed, and the second Terminator was programmed to strike at him when he was a child. And as before, the resistance was able to send a lone warrior protector for him. And it was a question of which of them would reach him. And in other scene, Sarah said to doctor, you said, if I show improvement in 6 months, you should transfer to another facilities. To see my son. You have to let me see my son. My son is great and dangerous. He's naked without me. And the doctor denied. And one more thing, in other scene, the police said the foster are your legal guidance of John? Yeah, office. What's he done? Can I speak with him, please? You could, if he were. He took out on his bike. Do you have a photograph of him? And can you tell me what this is about? Just need to ask a few questions. And he got the photo. He's looking good boy. Do you mind if I take it? No. There was someone here this morning looking for him too. You wouldn't worry for him. Thank you for your cooperation. And next movie is Matrix. And my favorite line is that it's a expression about real and dream. Neo said, "You have ever that feeling?" Well, I'm not sure if I'm awake or dreaming. In other thing, Morpheus said, "You have ever that dream? You are so sure it's real. What if you're unable to wake from dream? How would you know the difference between dream and real world?" And in the Animatrix movie, why I feel more real when I dream than when I awake. And in the other scene, there's no spoon. A child said, "Do not try to bend the spoon. It's impossible. Instead, only realize the truth. It's not the spoon that bent. It's only yourself." And in the other scene, Merojallian actor said, it's about causality. He said, "The only one constant, action and reaction, cause and effect." And Morpheus said, "Everything begins with choice." He said, "No, wrong. Choice is illusion created between those who with power, those who control with power, and those without." Okay, and the next movie is Frozen, and my favorite lines is that it's about relation. It's about a expression related, prepare. The king said, "We must be prepared on what danger it might bring." And Troll said, "I hope you are prepared for what you have done." And the general said, He taught me to never take the good for granted. Be prepared. And when you find your way and the life through a new path, and what do you do when it does? Don't give up. Take a step at once and do just the next right thing. And in the other scene, It's about expression of supply and demand. The clerk from store said, "It's no good. Into stock. The supply and demand problem. There is a supply and demand problem. You want to talk about supply and demand? I sell ice for living." And Anna said, "Oh, it's rough business to be in right now." And in the movie Frozen season 1, Anna left home to find Elsa, and she said, "Has a young woman, maybe queen, I don't know, passed here?" The man said, "The only one, the only crazy one, the only one enough crazy to be here in the store was you." And the next movie is about Aladdin. I got 3. First, the only one may enter here. The man whose worth was par within the diamond in the rough. And the princess said, "I've prepared for my whole life. I've read," and Japa said, "Boo, you can't read experience. You can't read experience. Inexperience are dangerous." And in the other scene, Genie said, "I make look like princess outside. I can change anything inside. I bring in front of the door. Aladdin has it opening." And the last movie is about Mulan. I picked 3 of my favorite lines. The king said, "I won't take any chance. The single grain of rice tips scale, and one man may be defeat and victory." And in the other scene, Mulan depressed because he make a big mistake with matchmaker, and his father said, "What beautiful blossom this year we have, but it's too late. I'll bet it would be the most beautiful blossom. And finally, after Mulan dropped out of the army, she took herself. I would have never left home. I didn't for my father. What I really want is to prove I can, prove I can something. Nowadays, when I look in the mirror, I see nothing. Bush said, you risk your life for others. Okay, and number 6 sector is about Facebook. When I realized the importance of repeating to improve speaking again and again, so I added the Facebook. I post, I upload in English. So I got 5. Number 1, it's about buying house, and I said I post on Facebook like why many people in their 50s and 60s are burned out. Why some in their 50s and 60s are thriving. It's really true. But if avoided, I go big or go home. How? Just copy from those who are thriving when the time they'll get food in the door for making money, for living. Where I defined a fundamental as maths, which refers to energy. So, where their energy headed was to bank for buying house. Just have house first. Don't waste your energy. Focus on the fundamental job. Number 2 is about job is close by, and I said that. This is a chili pepper powder my mother sent, who live in a country and has grown chili pepper in person. I'll make a kimchi because South Korea is in the mode of kimjang, which refers to making kimchi. And so one day in a grocery, I realized the price of kimchi is too high, and I like it. On top of that, my French, speaking English as your native language, are into the taste of spice. So it's worth a try. Now what? Split, just break down. My action is courage to solve a problem can call the next right question chili pepper powder. If you love this, you find your job. Job is close by. Number 3, it's about boo. And I said, like, how do you define my customer? What's their essential? How deep should I split a boo? A 60 minutes corporate domination project written by Masanori Ganda from Japan. And the book said, customer is being moved their emotion, and the company must read the emotion and craft a strategy. A strategy is about story, then move their emotion. And a leader who can't formulate their strategy within 60 minutes can't perform nothing after even 10 years. Okay, and number 4, I said in front of a building, I'm in front of a building, Samsung building. It's one of the most valuable company in South Korea. And I remind of a book. So I said some lines. In the progress of labor division, the employment of great part of those who live by labor comes to a simple operation. The man who's spent in performing by simple operation has no occasion to exert his understanding and finding out or removing the difficulty. It never occurs. One more thing. It's not from the benevolence of butcher, brewer, or bakery that they expect our dinner, but from regard with their interest. We address ourselves. It's not of human, but of self-love. And never talk to them of our own necessity, but of their advantage. And finally, it's about Lodikon, my English name. So I said, you can call me Lodikon. It's abbreviated for 4 words, like location, direction, condition, and temperature. When seeking a job, you do job search, analyze company, and to try to connect someone who related hiring manager, and it's a direction of Lodikon, and no job open. After job hunting for a long time, felt frustrated and confused where I am, because you passed by the location of Lodico. And nowadays, job market, there is a job polarization, but on the other side, there's a clarity, like 0 or 1. So you can break down effectively if you love your job. And the economy is becoming truly openness based on the final customer close by change supply chain of US-centric back home, Europe. But that's the way, like always. If you are dreaming your job, if you are dreaming, so location is to realize why you are here, without your goal. And condition is a kind of technology to move quickly. Finally, temperature is a kind of a crazy thing, like calling. So this is the end of my video, and I hope have a wonderful seasoning day. Thank you for watching. I'll see you the next video. Bye.